Welcome back, guys. Welcome, everybody. In case this is your first time here, today's episode might be a little bit of a downer.
Wah, wah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, in today's video, we're going to talk about why you may not want to move to Los Angeles unless you can handle these top 9 negatives. So you ready to get into it?
Let's do it. What's up, everybody? I'm Adam Rosal. This is my business partner, David Fun, and we are the Real Estate Dads coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. If this is your first time at our channel, we do tons and tons of videos of what it's like to live in Los Angeles. The pros, the cons, everything you need to know.
So make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap that bell to get notified every time we drop a new video, because honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, texts from people like yourselves looking to relocate and move to Los Angeles, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move or relocating to LA, make sure you reach out any way you want, whether it's phone, email, text, we've got your back. And honestly, what we like even more about living in Los Angeles is helping people make the move to Los Angeles. Okay, as always, we tell it to you like it really is. Adam and I, being born and raised, we know the ins and outs of Los Angeles.
So before you make that decision to move to LA, you need to take a look at these top 9 negatives to see if you can handle moving to LA.
So we'll get into it right now.
Here we goes.
Okay, we're going to mix it up, get away from talking about traffic and cars and whatnot. We're going to go to number 5, which is lack of seasons. So if you're coming from a place that has a fall, spring, I don't even know them anymore. This fall,
Autumn,
spring, summer, winter. Don't expect that when you move to LA. We really don't have seasons here. It's pretty much just spring, summer. That's kind
of repeat.
Right. It's when we're filming this, we haven't hit spring yet. We're almost there. We're in winter, but
it's today. It's March 10th,
we're in
2022.
Short sleeves.
Short sleeve. It is 70 degrees.
Yeah.
It's 64 degrees, clear, very pleasant outside.
Yeah, which is pretty much our year. Now, in all seriousness, we do get pretty hot here, and especially if you're in the San Fernando Valley, you're going to hit triple digits for a couple months. Not every day, but it's there. But in general, if you like going outside and seeing all the leaves fall and that crisp air hit you, you get it on a few days, and there are some streets that have really cool fall leaves that turn color, but you're not seeing that across the city at all.
It's like you'll see them change color in one day and then they fall off the next day, and then it's like, all right, summertime.
Cool, that was it. Yeah.
Hope you liked it.
Right. So yeah, and no snow, which, I mean, again, if you like the snow,
we're 2 hours away.
We're 2 hours away, and if you like living in the snow,
we're 2 hours away.
We're not here. It's not the city for you. But the cool thing is you don't have to shovel your snow. You don't have to salt. I think salting your driveway is a thing.
Sure.
I know we're a little naive to this, but you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to worry about getting snowed in. So there are some really real benefits for not having all 4 seasons right here. But you can always, as Adam mentioned, travel to any season you want, all within 2 hours. We do get some rain here during some winter and
like
spring.
An inch, 2 inches,
maybe. If that. We get something called a June gloom for the month of June, which is cloudy, but we don't really have seasons. So you get to save on wardrobe expenses. So because it's so expensive to live here, you don't have to buy like big overcoats, you don't have to buy snowshoes, you don't have to buy rain boots, none of that stuff. You don't have to buy chains for your tires, whatever else people do in places where it has seasons. You don't have to pay for it.
All you really need here are shorts and a t-shirt.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, if you're a season buff, don't come here and
stay.
All right. Reason number 6. LA has water restrictions.
We're in a drought.
We're always in a drought. So we just talked about how we don't have seasons. We don't have much rain. It's not even so much the rain that we get in LA.
Or the snowfall.
we don't get much snowfall in our mountains and enough rain in the mountains, so where it gets into our aqueducts and reservoirs. The whole state lacks seasons for the most part. So the problem is when we have this lack of snowfall and lack of rain, we have water restrictions, which is we didn't always have this problem.
No.
But with that, there are certain days. Now, they don't really truly enforce this, but technically you're supposed to only water your lawn and your garden if you're on the even side of your street. For addresses, you can water like Mondays and Wednesdays, and if you're on the
odd side, I'm odd. I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you're on the even days, it's the other days. So
I drench my lawn on my days. Oh, I really take advantage.
So you're part of the problem.
I am part of the problem. No, in all seriousness, I only water maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, so
which is nuts. And you're only allowed a few minutes a day to water certain areas of your lawn, your backyard, your front yard, your trees.
And they even have they have commercials here that you'll see on TV and ads that tell you when is the best time to do your laundry and run your dishwasher. A lot of that's to save energy, not so much water, but it's all kind of connected where there's just a lot of restrictions when it comes to energy use, water, and power. And it's, again, not really enforceable, but it's always in the back of your head. There's some guilt when you're watering your lawn. Should you even have lawn? And that's led to a lot of drought-tolerant landscaping, which has become quite a big thing here.
Yeah, if you got a green thumb, then, you need to definitely moderate your enthusiasm for gardening, unless you're doing a lot of succulents and drought-tolerant plants.
Yeah, a lot of native plants. Some people do that crushed gravel where there's no grass. Some people do the wood chips. But we're seeing more in the rocks. We're seeing more and more people.
Fake plants.
Oh yeah, the fake grass.
Fake grass.
Fake grass.
Artificial
by the way,
grass.
Artificial grass is a huge thing, and again, it all has to do with water conservation and saving the water. You get used to it. A lot of people are taking advantage. They have tax credits for this when you do these changes, which is an incentive to do that. Yeah, so it's crazy because we live by the ocean. We've got the mountains and the snowfall. You can see the snow when it does snow here, but we're borrowing water from other states, so we do have those restrictions. Okay, we've gotten through 6. Now we've got number 7 and fires. Now
Fires.
What do you like? Beavis
Something like that. I tried. That kind of shows how old I am.
We talked about seasons and how we don't really have them so much, but we do have something called a fire season. And with that, there's this times of years where it's so dry here that any little thing can spark a fire, and it becomes news. And at first, it wasn't so much around residential populated areas, but now it's becoming
trickle down.
Yeah, it's becoming more of a problem because we've been experiencing such a drought for a long time. We have a lot of dead vegetation that just catches so easily. And we've talked about this in another video. We do have quite a bit of a homeless situation, a homeless problem. To survive, they need heat and they're cooking. And sometimes because of that, these fires start more in the densely populated areas now, not just in the outskirts and the hills. But when they catch, it just goes. And so you're constantly hearing fire trucks, or you're seeing a plume of smoke somewhere and trucks rushing to it to put it out. But it's tough because sometimes you have fires that almost like surround the city of Los Angeles. And so you need to be ready with your air filters. Some houses have them, but I know you stocked up.
Yeah, so another part of the fire season is enhanced when there's the Santa Ana winds, which is very intense. It carries embers across town, starts fires here and there. All the ash that enters the air. If you have bad allergies, stay indoors, get your filters, and just run that AC.
And for asthma too.
Exactly.
My wife has asthma, so when the fire season hits, it's hard. You have warnings. It's on the news. They have public announcements that basically if you're asthmatic, and even if you're not, they say just avoid being outside. Don't run. Don't play. Which makes it tough, especially when you have kids and you have a family and you want to go outside. They want to go outside. They're begging you to play. But you go out and you're just breathing in. It feels like you're at a campfire,
Yeah.
and you've got ash on your car, and it's like, you know, the sunsets are beautiful, but it's for all the wrong reasons,
Right.
sadly.
Right.
But it could be tough. I mean, you're driving on the freeway and you have fire on one side,
Yeah.
and the wind picks up, and then the fire jumps to the other side. Now both the freeways are surrounded. It can be quite scary.
That was pretty intense. The 405, you know, on either side of it caught on fire near sunset a few years ago, and you
Yeah.
could see these flames coming down early in the morning.
Yeah.
So it is quite a sight to see when an entire hillside is on fire.
Yeah, so we have that issue. So again, if you have any type of breathing problems, that may become something, but it's not all year round, so that's the good news. And hopefully as we get more rain, that becomes less of an issue. Okay, we've reached number 8 on our list.
Right.
And we've talked about this, hit this before on some of our other videos. We have earthquakes here. So if you're
You never know when they're going to come.
So if you're someone that doesn't like to be startled or scared from out of nowhere, you know, sorry, but we have earthquakes that are startling and quite scary with no warning.
No warning.
No warning. So
Can't see it coming.
nope. With tornadoes, you get tornado warnings. With hurricanes, you get hurricane warnings. Earthquakes, now they say we have earthquake warning systems, and we do, but you literally get, I mean, maybe it's a 30-second warning, and that's if you have the app up and whatnot. Like for the most part, you're not getting a warning when the earth beneath you.
I mean, other areas have like storm watch. We don't have like earthquake watch. I've been on earthquake watch. I don't like earthquakes. I'm on earthquake watch. And I've got flashlights. I got water. It's just like I am on earthquake watch.
Yeah. So the earth shakes, and I know if you haven't experienced that before, it's kind of an interesting concept. And until you really do feel one, you don't quite understand what that feels like when the whole house sways or just shakes suddenly and violently, or the ground feels like it's rippling underneath you. So most of the earthquakes here, the good news is most of them you're not going to even feel. You're driving your day to day, you don't really feel it. When they start getting into like the 3, 5s to 4, you're going to feel those. You'll notice it. You'll kind of pause. You're like, what was that? And then when it's 4, 5 and higher, that's when it can become a little unnerving.
Yeah. No, it's quite interesting because it's like if you're walking by and you feel like a semi truck roll by, you're like, oh, was that an earthquake?
Right.
You know, and then when you look at your structures, the building, your house, and they're still moving,
That's weird.
you're like, well, that was an earthquake. And we do have earthquakes frequently. We have like 1s and 2s. It is like David said, when we have that 5 and 6, it's a huge jolt.
Yeah, we both experienced what it was called the Northridge earthquake. That was the largest earthquake we've had. I think it was a 6.4 right in the valley here, and it was jarring. It was
What year was that? It was like
94, and it was in the middle of the early morning, so everyone was sleeping, and I mean, if you look it up, you'll see it's crazy. I mean, sadly, quite a few people died. There were tons of injuries. Buildings just collapsed. So those big ones, and they always talk about the big earthquake coming, which apparently we haven't had the big earthquake on the San Andreas Fault.
Right.
I don't really want to experience what that's going to be like, because it's like
They've been saying it's coming for like 10 years.
even more than that. It's like, I remember when we were kids, they were talking about.
Well, I know. And then when the weather is super hot and it's windy, there's always people that say, "Oh yeah, this is earthquake
weather." Yeah,
you know. So we don't have seasons, but we have earthquake weather. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
I don't know.
But I mean,
yeah,
it's scary.
It is, but again, it's something you're going to get used to. You can't live in fear of the big one, and a lot of the earthquakes, they happen far enough out, even if they are big, so we just kind of feel the rippling effect. But again, you know, it's something you're going to have to get used to and expect throughout the year. All right, we're making it to the end of the list. Number 9.
9.
Fast-paced lifestyle.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Everyone's on the go. When you talk to people visiting here, they feel like the whole city's gone mad. Everyone's driving fast. Everyone's got to go somewhere quickly or be
We're
somewhere.
all on the phones. We're all texting.
Yeah. Now again, born and raised here, we're used to it. It makes it kind of.
We were born on the go. In the drive-thru.
Yes, we went through the drive-thru birthing section. But people here, for me personally, you know, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'd like to see things slow down because it can be a little too fast. I kind of want to stop and smell the roses and enjoy that coffee here and there. But everyone is moving so fast, or everyone wants things done so quickly.
Yeah.
That sometimes you just feel like you haven't had a chance to breathe. And we do have some beautiful nature around us: the beaches, the mountains, the hills, and you know, and people go there to take those moments and breathe. So when you come here, just be prepared that a lot of people are on the go, and people want to get there quickly wherever they're going. So you're going to hear a lot of horns honking. You're going to see a lot of mad faces when you're driving too slow, or not driving correctly, or not making a decision fast enough. So when you have those moments, the nice thing is you can't escape. Just go to the beach, enjoy the waves, enjoy the ocean, go to the mountains, take a hike.
It's funny. I am known to enjoy like instant gratification. I want stuff like I love Amazon's overnight delivery. This is great, you know. But you know, in LA, it is instant gratification. People want to get to their destination now. I guess it's a lot of impatience. A lot of people are very impatient. They need to get somewhere. Everyone has a schedule.
Yeah, and I think that just goes back to, because it takes so long to get places, that we're just kind of a little bit on edge to get there. And it also goes to, you know, just kind of the mindset here, and that's why we have, I don't know, the technology here is so robust. I think it's just because everyone's trying to get there sooner and make things more efficient, and that's just kind of everyone's goal here. So when you get here, take a deep breath when you get here, and just realize that it'll all kind of, you'll get into the groove as you get used to the fast-paced lifestyle here.
I was just about to say, when you land here, get your bags and let's go.
Or that. See, I'm trying to bring it calm, but then let's do this. So, okay, so that was our top 9 list for everything you need to know about Los Angeles, what it's like to live, play, work, anything you want to know is at this channel. Check out the other videos. We'll see you on another one.
See you soon.